Welcome to Kung Fu Havoc number 2. I found out what I want to talk about. So, I'm going to get in this suit because I'm going to do some TikToks. As y'all know, I'm trying not to neglect YouTube, but I have to increase my TikTok as well. And my TikTok has been a little bit more favorable than my Instagram and my YouTube. But I'm not giving up on Instagram or YouTube. I'm going to go live on TikTok tomorrow, and I'm probably going to go live on Instagram sometime tomorrow as well. It really just depends on the day and which one supports my thing. So what I might do tomorrow is do 2 martial art lives, one on TikTok, one on Instagram, and try to do the same thing. If I had a tablet, I would do both live at the same time. I do not have a tablet. I need to price a cheap tablet with a camera on it so that I can do that. That way I can do one from the phone and one from the tablet. And that way it'll save me a heck of a lot of problems. Okay, whenever there's a loose thread, you do not pull the thread because anything can go wrong. God knows I don't want to be in GalaxyCon and somebody pull a thread and all the next thing you know I'm in my undies. Anyway, not that I'm ashamed of my body. Okay, I'm really not ashamed of my body. So we're going to talk about a lot of native issues that's happening on TikTok. And TikTok infighting, TikTok accepting, and things like that. So if you're native, you might want to stick around so you can see where I'm coming from. If you're not native, you still might want to stick around so that you can see where I'm coming from. See, the thing about this whole thing is that there's a lot of stuff that mixed natives go through, which I am a part of, and we do not have a support group, which is why I'm making this. This is not technically one of my mixed natives, mixed people in general don't have a support group videos, but that is a fact. Mixed people in general don't have a support group, and I might make that as a bonus video before I start doing my TikToks. So earlier today, I watched a TikTok. I will not name the fellow native on TikTok, and it's a female. She's a very beautiful female. I have nothing but respect for her. There's a lot of native infighting, and I did mention this on my TikTok. All right. I don't know if there's any natives on Instagram outside of Modern Warrior, and if they do, I don't have the ability to follow them just yet because I don't know where they are. And you know how you have the links from Instagram to freaking from TikTok, I meant, to Instagram. A lot of them don't have Instagrams. A lot of them just have TikToks. Alright. So, as a mixed person, specifically, this is from mixed natives. Mixed natives have been getting it left and right on native TikTok. Like, literally left and right. If you're Afro-Indigenous, which means like you're part black and part indigenous, or if you're indigenous and white, or if you're like me, both Afro-Indigenous and white indigenous with Cherokee indigenous. And yeah, I have an issue with my Cherokee tribe only for the simple fact that, unfortunately, Cherokee seems to be the go-to tribe for everybody who's mixed with native. The first thing that we all come up with is that somebody in our family was a Cherokee princess. Well, I know my great-grandmother was Cherokee, but she was no damn princess. She cooked rice and stuff for white people for a living. And then her daughter, my grandmother, did the same shit. And both of them could cook. That's what they did for a living. So I don't really know how to explain it other than that. I know the stories that she told me as a child with her brother John, and that's pretty much where it ends right there. You know. And I'm going to say this offensively to almost every native tribe. I believe Coyote belongs to everybody. I was pretty sure he was just a Hopi thing, but as I've read more into him, I think he probably belongs to everybody. Anyway, that's not relevant here or there. What is relevant is the fact that there's a lot of native infighting happening on TikTok. Lots of it. We are forgetting the most important parts of what needs to be done on TikTok. Protecting the water, making people aware of MMIWP, missing and murdered indigenous women and people, or MMIP, missing and murdered indigenous people. However you want to call it, title it, whatever. But we have lost focus on that. We have lost focus on how they've been fucking with Apache land, what's been going on in Canada outside of Turtle Creek in the residential schools, all the pipelines. We have lost focus because we're too busy fighting on who's more native. Resident natives or natives that never got the chance to live on the res and don't know what res life is, which is where I would fall in because for somehow or another, both sides of my family have native in them, but they have decided to just be black people. I have embraced my heritage, and yes, there are times where I deny my blackness and where I deny my whiteness. I said that on the TikTok earlier, so I might as well say it here. But generally, I've made videos about that, and you've seen them where Miss Rainbird, who was a native, drove through all of Los Angeles fucking shit up, and I said, oh my God, please don't be a Cherokee. And I was like, that was one of the times where I denied being native. When black people have started doing stupid shit and attacking Asians, that was one of the times where I denied being black. I give you guys 99.9 here. No bullshit. I don't tell you lies. I don't have time to cover it. And once it's on video, it's on video. So you can't say, hey, I didn't say that. Yeah, you did, Grey Wolf. It's right there, buddy. So, might as well just get it all out there. And every now and again, I've straight up denied having any white blood in me. And, I also have said that my mom is so white that I have lost her in places beside white people. And I have. I literally, like when my dad died, the weekend after we did his funeral services and got his urn and everything, we went to Scottsville. I lost my mom because she's just that white. But we have white in us. Her father's father was white. Her mother was Native American and black or all Native. We're not sure because she was adopted. Her father's mother was black. Somebody on her father's side was white. Let's just put it that way because I'm not sure. And, when it comes to stories and families, everything changes depending on whose mouth it comes out of. Same thing with tribal legends. Every tribal legend changes depending on whose mouth comes out of and what story was given, i.e. Wendigo, i.e. Skintalkers, i.e. Bigfoot, etc., etc. So, every tribal legend changes depending on the tribe. Try to remember that. Now, here, the guts and glory of this video. Mixed natives have to prove their nativeness. Alright? I told you guys this before, so I'll tell you the short version. Before I found out I was native, I just thought I was black and white. I had racism from both sides, and my great-grandmother on my father's side never prepared me to be rejected by natives or be told I was impure. So when I finally met a native, I never had that problem. Shout out to my boy Court, who's also a native. He's a Mohawk. And then years down the road, I met 2 more natives, and they hated my guts. Let me rephrase that because hate is such a strong word. They strongly disliked the fact that I had some black in me. Alright? And they pointed that shit out when I was trying to mess with one of the High Chief's daughters. And they said that I was unpure. You're not pure blood. You can't talk to her. I get it. But it wasn't necessary for them to put it that way. I was a grown-ass man. She was a grown-ass woman. But it was forbidden because she was a high-ranking chief's daughter. And I'm just some bum that's part native from down the road. I get it. But, I could have been the best husband she would have ever had I been given a chance. But no, hadn't been given a chance. I was strictly told to my face, you are not pure blood. Let that sink in as I talk. Let it sink in. You're not pure blood. So as of this entire last 5-6 months of this pandemic, there's been a lot of infighting on native TikTok about who's more native. Literally who's more native. I have been accepted by a lot of mixed natives who are more native than I am because they're half breeds where I'm a third of each. And the thing is, there's a few full-blood natives. They're fighting for the mixed natives, alright? Which is awesome, because that means they're fighting for me. I've had to explain how I'm going through some issues with the BIA and how I have to get these damn DNA tests, etc., etc. So I don't know if they're going to do it by DNA, or if they're going to do it by blood quantum. And then somebody also explained to me, well, they're going to do it by lineage. It's well, how the fuck am I supposed to chase that down? So I got a lot of work ahead of me. That's why I need to hurry up and become a celebrity. So we're gonna say that I'm probably gonna be about 5% native, maybe just about the amount of Elizabeth Warren. Because by the time they find my lineage, I'll be dead. But that being said, as long as I have some native blood in me, then I'm good. But I really want my native card, not to collect benefits, just to fucking belong. You know what I'm saying? Just to fucking belong. Because here's that thing. I know I'm part native. You can look in my face and tell that I'm part native. But the point is, now I have to prove it to the BIA and other natives, which is fucked up as shit. But that's the way the world's working. I have decided to take the name Echo Fang Grey Wolf. So when I get my native card, that's exactly what it's going to say. So you're not going to put me under James Williams Jr. You're going to put me under as Echo Fang Grey Wolf. I'm going to have a complete and honorable native card, but I'm going to have the name I want versus my government name. Another Native American idol that I love and respected so dearly, and you guys need to Google him. He's passed. He's long since passed. His name is Russell Means. Yeah, I probably butchered his last name. But you guys should go Google him and watch some of the documentaries on this man. He is a hero. There's a native still in jail whose name I cannot pronounce, but he's been in jail for like 70 some odd years for a crime he didn't commit. And he's almost dead and they won't let him out. Another native that I respect and have an idolization for is Wayne Newton. Another native is Wes Studi. He is Cherokee. So I'm hoping that I will get to work with him before I die. Wes Studi, if you hear me, if you see me, help a brother out. Now, the main reason, like I said, that I'm billing myself as a native is because I haven't gotten work as a mixed actor, and I'm done failing. I'm going after this full on. Another native that I admire is Adam Beach. There's a lot other natives out there. I can only seem to name the men, though, because I don't know all of the women. But I do know that I will honor my native side, or I will die trying. Now, the thing is, when you get on TikTok and you see all these natives fighting, well, you're a dark-skinned native, and you're a light-skinned native, and the dark-skinned natives, well, we're better than you, and the dark-skinned natives are like, no, you're not, and it's just a big-ass clusterfuck over who's more native. Now, a couple of the natives that I follow hit it on the head for me. They said, if you're a little bit of native, you're native, and you're valid. And those are the people that I respect. Because I am a little bit of native. No matter what my face is, I'm a little bit of native. I am part black. I am part white. I cannot deny my all heritages. I have to honor them. But for anybody in Hollywood, my ass is native. Period. No, I'm sorry if the Cherokee Nation doesn't like it. I am part Cherokee. So, I mean, if you want me to be Iroquois or something else, I'll take it. As long as, they recognize me as native. But the name's staying. Echo Fang Grey Wolf is the name. It is staying. I've worked too hard for 21 years of failing under James Williams Jr. to keep going that route. So I'm changing my name. I've got nothing to lose. Now, I'm not going to legally change my name due to military issues. I don't want to lose my military benefits because they were like, well, your name's Echo Fang Grey Wolf. You legally changed your name. Now you have no benefits. Now, if there's a way I can keep my benefits and my military stuff that's coming, then I will legally change my name. Or if there's a loophole that I can figure out with the military, and I'll have to look into that. I don't know. But the point of this video is that there is a lot of native infighting on TikTok, and the shit needs to stop. We need to get back on track about protecting the water protectors. We need to get back on track about representation. We need to get back on track of making these people in Washington, D.C. hunt and return the brothers, sisters, and babies for MMIP, Missing and Murdered Indigenous People. Alright? It all started off with missing and murdered indigenous women and girls, but they kind of forgot about the men. So they started putting the men in, so it started becoming MMIWG and B. And I just decided MMIWP, or MMIP, Missing and Murdered Indigenous People. Either way, you'll figure it out. We need to bring these things back up, and we need to keep going. Now, granted, our former president did decide a task force for Native stuff. Our current president has also decided to do something, but the question is, are they all going to honor the treaties? They need to honor the treaties. Back to the matter at hand. Natives, full blood, unfull blood, mixed breeds like me. We need to pull together. We need to stop fighting. And we need to make this shit happen. We need to make them understand sovereignty is sovereignty, but you still owe us everything. And I said us, speaking for my Native American side. I'm pretty sure I'm going to piss off a lot of pure bloods with that, but I don't give a fuck. My Cherokee fire burns just as bright as anybody else's, if not more brighter, because I have something to prove. That being said, I'm going to end this video there. Thank you guys. I'm going to go make a few TikToks. I love you guys. I appreciate you. And don't forget to go watch me on Real Quick, Real Shit, Deal With. This is Come Forever #2. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Be seeing you. Yeah, I did just fuck up trying to end it right there, because I thought it would be cool.